And I say it again, there is going to be a coup in Nigeria next month. And many officers will be killed. Mark my word. And because we have decided that Biafra declaration, or the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra, is going to happen this year in Finland. So, as this particular thing is happening, we are also changing our strategies. We may end up declaring the restoration of Biafra anytime soon. And what we are going to do in Finland is only to ratify the declaration. So, as they are changing, we are changing. And I want everybody to understand, we are not taking any chances this time around. It's an opportunity we can never miss. And I'm telling you today that the reason why there is no coup at this point is because of this Biafra government. But you know, the Janjaweed can't stand what is happening. It is always their turn. It is always them that must control everything in Nigeria. Once it is not them, they can never be comfortable. Even as I'm making this exposition today, you know, usually the reason we make exposition is to truncate plans of the enemy. But as I'm making this exposition today, hinting of what is going to happen, they are still going to carry it. Believe me. That is how desperate they are. But the good news is that we are prepared. Whether they carry it out, it is for our own favor. Whether they don't carry it out, it is still for our own good. That's why you must support the Biafra government. If anything happens today, where do you fall back to? For those of you who think that we are joking, I want everyone to understand, follow what we have done since 2023, since the formation of the Biafra government. The army, Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra resistance fighters has been able to fight and fought in Olo, Kibwe, Weri, defeating Nigeria army with all their sophisticated armor tank, including the robotic armor tank. All of them were decimated in Olo. And like I said, Mazina Bigan told us that Biafra will start from Olo, the liberation of Biafra. It is happening. They thought it is going to be a 1-month war against the Biafra Liberation Army. The plan is that they are going to be fighting until our bullet finishes. I told them, if you are prepared to fight the Biafra Liberation Army for 1 month, the Biafra Liberation Army has a bullet for 3 months. And if you want to fight them for 1 year, they have bullets for 2 years. And the war did not even last for 1 week. Today, nobody, they are not fighting there. They left. But of course, there are, videos flying all over social media, how they have captured the Kototo and all that. You don't win this war by propaganda. We are not bothered about your videos, but the reality on ground is what is going to speak for itself. And the reality is always speaking. So my people, the Biafra declaration or the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra is scheduled to happen this year in Finland. Like you all know, before that happens, we need to capture as many locations as possible within the Biafra territory. We need to capture barracks. We need to make sure we capture government houses. If we do not capture them, we make sure there is no presence of Nigeria security within Biafra territory. That is our target. For us to achieve this, we need funds. It is not by mouth. We need funds. We have the men. We have the weapons. We need funds to make sure that these weapons is sounding the sound of freedom every day. We have been killed for a very long time. And this is the only time in the history of Biafra, in the history of Nigeria, that we rose up to pick up and to defend ourselves. This is the first time ever. And we have been able to defend our land. So why are those who are standing by the roadside or by the fence, why are you still standing? You buy this particular propaganda of Saminaka is destroying everything in the southeast, which is a lie. I was not the one who closed the port. I was not the one who did not bring the international airport to the southeast. I was not the one who didn't build the road in the southeast. All these things has been there before Saminaka got to the limelight. But always they look for a way to kill those who have risen up to say enough is enough. And you cannot be a tool to support such impunity. If you have been used for a long time, it is time you turn around. Look at what is happening in Nigeria today. The question you should ask yourself is, if something happens tomorrow, what is going to be your fate? What is going to be the fate of the people? The hope you have is this government and this Biafra movement today. Because at the end of the day, you will come to us, and by then, there will be no room for you to even cough.